And once the dad went
Alright.
downstairs, we all came out of the. We exited the
Come on.
closet, and Chloe said, "You guys got
Come on,
to
come on.
out through the front door."
Bruh.
And so we
Stop doing that. Do it again, I'm blocking you.
Chloe's parents are right there with a clear sight of the door, so we know what we have to do. We take a shot for good measure and then run to the door. And my drunk ass couldn't even figure out how to unlock this fucking door. Hey, who is that? It's me, I'm Mario. Then we ran
I'm
to that
fucking you.
joint, and we didn't stop running until I got a call from one of my homies named Dave. She was like, "Yo, what are you doing right now?" Oh, nothing really. Just fucking hell, running from Chloe's angry ass dad. So I spin the bottle and it spins. My school got shot up, but I'm the only one who remembers. It all started a few months ago when the emo kid of our school, Carter, brought a giant rope to school. When I asked him what it was for, all he said was, "It's for art class." But I knew something was wrong. So when he excused himself to go to the bathroom with his backpack on, I decided to follow him. Instead of going to the bathroom, he was standing on top of the school building, getting ready to end it all. So I
Come lobby, kid.
and pulled him out right before he jumped. I thought that was going to be the last time he would attempt, but it wasn't. He tried to end it all another
Why
few
should I
times,
kill
and
you?
I somehow managed to save him every single time. But what made me even more mad was how none of the teachers reached out to help him. I assumed it was going to get even worse. But when the next year
I
started,
killed
it was
you.
the complete opposite. Carter went from not talking to anyone to being a super confident guy who talked to everyone. When I asked him what changed, all he said was, "Therapy's working," and it really seemed like it was true. But 3 days after school started, this football jock called Kxng, and all his teammates pinned Carter to a wall while pouring milk down his hoodie. All the kids in the school were just laughing and making jokes about him while he was suffering. But all I could do was just watch as Carter went from finally being confident to being broken apart, and that was when everything started. My phone buzzed the next morning with a text from him. No school today. I asked why, but he never responded. I tried to convince myself
tried
that he was just
jumping
trying to make a
over
joke,
your
so I made the
shot,
worst
but
decision
then I
of my life
missed.
and just ignored it. But reality hit me like a truck when I heard my
Bro,
teacher
I'm
shouting
blocking
from
you.
the top. There's a shooter. Everyone go into the lockdown drill. A muffled bang cut her off. Then another and another. Half the class thought it was a prank until we started to hear the screams echoing through the halls. Our teacher, Mr. Wayne, ran to the front of the class to lock the door as fast as he could, but it was too late. The door's light of our class.
Bro, this ain't a 1v1.
My friend Chris had his head explode into pieces, and while everyone else was trying to stay as quiet as possible, I was just hoping the shooter wasn't who I thought it was. But after 12 seconds of pure silence, a face
I can
appeared
tell
in the
you're
front
9
window.
years
It was
old.
Carter.
No,
He
buddy,
hesitated. I
haha.
was praying he would spare my life, but he fired again. This time the bullet missed me by less than 2 inches. I thought it was all over for me, but then he just vanished into thin air. We couldn't believe what just happened, and just
Bro,
sat in
I'm
silence,
gonna
hoping for the
leave.
cops to come save us. After what felt like hours, the SWAT team finally broke into our school and sent all the students back to their homes. But I had everything recorded and went up to the detective to give them the footage. It was Carter Levi. He killed 32 people that day, but it was only the start of my nightmare. I assumed I wouldn't go back to school for at least a month, but next morning, my mom and dad came into my room and woke me up with a smile like nothing happened. "Lucas, you're late for school." "School?" I asked, after yesterday's bloodbath, but since she insisted, I wasn't in the mood to argue and just went to school. But the classroom felt wrong. Mr. Wayne was teaching like nothing happened. Emma was alive in her seat with no bullet wounds, and Chris's desk was completely gone. So I went up to Mr. Wayne and asked him, "Where's Chris?" But instead of
The
telling me
poor
where he
what?
was, the girl next to me just asked, "Who are you talking about?" I thought I was
Buddy,
genuinely
this is
confused.
my
The guy who
other
played flash
account.
across this room yesterday. She edged away like I was insane. Nobody died here, so I looked
I
around
know
the room to
skins
see where
because
Chris's
I don't
girlfriend
play
was.
on
She
it.
was in the back, just flirting with Carter. But he didn't just kill her boyfriend yesterday. But in the middle of their conversation, he turned around and stared
I
right
have
into
so
my
much
soul.
skins
I tried
on
to
my
ignore
main.
him, but it was useless, because he stopped talking to her, came up to me, and whispered, "I know you remember," but then just walked away. All I could do was just sit still and think, did I survive yesterday? Or am I just trapped in Carter? My school got shot up, but I'm the only one who remembers. It all started a few months ago when the emo kid of our school, Carter, brought a giant rope to school. But I asked him what it was for.
Buddy, I think you're the one that should be wearing the default, bro, not me. I'm cooking you right now.
That was very wholesome. I know you guys have $10. Sean, make me laugh.
Like, bro, you're not even building, you're just shooting me. Where's looking?
You know Coraline never actually escaped the other world. Throughout the
I'm a
film,
lobby.
we see that every time Coraline enters the other world, she enters it through this tunnel, and the way she leaves this other world is by falling asleep. Now we see Coraline enter and leave the other world 4 times throughout the film, but it's the 3rd time that I'm a little suspicious about. Now, halfway through the movie, the other mother reveals that she wants to replace Coraline's eyes with these buttons, which happen to the ghost kids Coraline meets later on in the film. Anyway, Coraline tries to sleep after this, but it doesn't work. She's still trapped in the other world. Sure, we see her exit back to the world through the tunnel 2 more times in the film, but notice how the tunnel is no longer colorful and vibrant like it was earlier.
Yo, I'm actually 30 years old and I'm using a voice changer.
Between worlds, and that everything we see is still
What?
in the imaginative world created by the other mother.
Nah.
So then why do the people no longer have button eyes like we know they do in the other world? Well, it's a blink it and you'll miss it moment, but we do see that the Velvet does have the power to replace button eyes with real eyes. Right there. And if that can't convince you that Coraline is still trapped in the other world, notice how the cat teleports in the end of the movie. So that's why you know Coraline never actually...
If you ever need an excuse to skip school, do not say you have to go to a funeral. Because one time, I was going on vacation with my family, so I was going to miss some school. But I needed an excuse to tell my teacher to not get in trouble, and I decided to tell her that I was going to my grandma's funeral. But I really didn't want her to.
Oh, my mouse hit my
The
phone.
last grandma I had. But I really shouldn't have said this, because the teacher told me to take as much time off as I need. So a couple months later, the end of the school year came around, and this was my last
I
year.
can't wait until I get that one thing.
Graduation event for everyone I was going to be
where I don't even have to hold my
What
thing.
happens if Franklin joins the army in GTA 5? If you complete the game 100%, you will be able to find a new secret mission, except that it's not over, since if you try to enter the military base, you will be able to find a soldier who will tell you that you are not authorized. But even better, since if you pick up a car to drop it off,
Wait, you're 4?
you'll be able to see that a truck will stop on the road. And
You literally said 4.
Before approaching your car, and you will be able to discreetly infiltrate the truck before entering the military base without being spotted by the soldier. On the other hand, if you come to this hangar, you can find soldiers talking, and you will have to shoot this vehicle to attract all the soldiers.
I want to see you and my brother 1v1.
To recover a uniform. What happens if Franklin
Because
joins the army in GTA 5? If you complete the game 100%,
he's the same skill level as you.
Have fun and threw snowballs at the bus, but just watch how the bus driver reacted. These kids wanted to have fun and threw snowballs at the bus, but just watch how the bus driver reacted.
Hello, take perfect.